5 skaters on the ice were fighting the other 5 skaters on the ice. There's Doug Smolik, and now we're back on Fox Sports West 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we have an injury. While you were away, Steve Mason determined that it would be easier to jump over the bar without shoes. He attempted 6 jumps with shoes. And do you have the tape queued up, Scribe? Cue up the barefoot jump. Yeah, we're calling.
I don't need a paramedic.
We're calling. Yeah, his nose is bleeding. His foot's broken. He needs help.
No, I think it is definitely broke, though.
He thinks he may have broken his foot, and do we have it? Jason, do we have the tape?
Slide over?
Oh, I didn't order it in a week.
What, you want a better
you don't move. Do not
with a broken foot?
No, do not move. Yeah, you did something because it's already getting big.
Yep.
He tried to leap over the bar. We've been trying all morning to leap over the bar, and Steve... We got it. All right, now here it is. Here is the barefoot jump. Steve actually thinks it's in slow motion, and Steve actually thinks that he broke his foot. There he is. He goes up, right? Yeah, oh. You twisted it for sure. So, damn.
Oh!
And that, I think right there is the position Steve has been in for the last 3 or 4 minutes. And Dave, I think you're going to have to run him over to the old Cedar Sinai
Yeah, but you know, I'm going to do the rest of the show just like this.
From the floor?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fine.
All right.
With Ray Allen and
I'll give you, I'll walk you over to the chair. You want to go to the chair?
Here, will you both help me out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just got to keep the foot up.
Okay.
I know. Don't put any pressure on that foot. Take that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now put your arm around.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, ready? Up. Okay, I'm going right there.
Okay. All right.
Now, put your foot up here.
Elevate it.
Now get him ice.
I definitely need some ice.
Okay. So we have an injury, and we, I think it is the first official Big Show break. Somewhere, if you look it up, Dave got injured once when he was in the Happy Star suit, and we probably have that on tape somewhere.
Oh, the week I'm having. Jesus.
What a week I'm having. And we're waiting to come back on radio, and John Simperman, the vice president...
I think the rampant sweating is not a good sign either.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to keep it up, man.
Well, I mean... It's definitely broke.
No, the sprains hurt worse than
really?
breaks.
Then maybe it's not.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you got to get it. You got to get it on ice.
Because it hurts bad.
Yeah, you got to get it on ice.
It's turning what?
Blue.
Blue. Thank you. That's good. Blue.
Ray Allen's in studio. He wants to see it again.
Okay.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Ray Allen's coming up, and well, let's bring John Simperman in here. Dave, we need another chair too.
Yeah, I'll get it right now.
Hey, John.
We need you for the playoffs.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be skating on Monday now.
You've had enough losing mojo for a few games.
John Ireland, once you sit here.
No, we'll just for this, we'll do it this way now. Go ahead and grab a seat, because then Steve doesn't have to do anything.
All for the love of the show.
Yep. He made several valiant attempts at now, I guess, John, your opinion as a professional sports executive would be the barefoot thing was probably not the smartest move, right?
You know, especially before the playoffs. You don't want to take risks before the playoffs.
Dave.
Xanax. Who's got Xanax?
Dave, ice.
Dave,
Dave.
they're laughing at you. He wants to see the tape.
Okay, yeah, we'll show it again. But we need ice.
Steve, has your foot always been blue?
You're getting ice like it's not an issue.
No.
Your foot always hasn't been blue?
No, they're all thinking that this is a great bit.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, my foot's swelling up, and
You really don't want it?
no, I'm just gonna play through the pain.
Oh, John, turn your mic
Ice, I know I need, but yeah, no prescription medication for me.
It is on. Julio? It's line on?
Somebody tighten me up. Now I know how Brett Favre feels. Tighten me up. Give me a bike.
All right, just give him that mic. Give him that back. We'll get you another one. As we await Julio, get him another loft.
By the way, the Southern California Bike Expo is coming up May 8, 9, and 10 at the LA Convention Center. Be there, won't you? I'll be limping around there.
Well, yeah, but I want to point out that this injury did not happen due to anything he did on a bike.
No.
Right now, I got you battery. They're rolling.
And, okay, now, Ray Allen, who's in the new movie He Got Game, is coming up at 8:25. And
now watch when I get up. This is where you...
No.
Oh, they cut it off.
That's their new thing. They want to show, like, 5-second replays.
Yeah.
All right, we are back on radio, and ladies and gentlemen, while we were away, we had a tragic event. It's never happened before. In the 4 years we've been doing the show, we've tried a lot of dumb stuff. But if you were listening and watching before we left, you know that Steve and I, Steve more than I only tried it a couple of times, Steve was possessed in jumping over this bar. They set this bar up at about 4 feet high, and we were trying to jump over this bar. And Steve tried to jump over the bar barefoot. He determined that it would be lighter because he had heavy shoes on, tried to jump over the bar barefoot, and you think you have a broken foot.
I'm reasonably sure I have a broken foot.
It's at least a sprain. We have it on video.
Close up.
It is very ugly.
Hey, Steve.
And now we have voices from above.
Okay, that happened on TV, not radio, so we're not responsible.
Yeah.
There's J-Cor.
I'm not holding anybody responsible for my stupidity.
With all deniability, J-Cor has now said they will not back up Steve medically in any way, which makes Fox Sports West 2 completely liable for what happened.
All right, and right now we're going to talk Kings hockey.
Yeah. Now, are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital?
I'm absolutely fine.
You're going to do the last hour of the show?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just going to, I think it'll be fun to watch it swell.
Give us Valium.
Oh, yeah, we're going to 9:30 today, too.
Oh, we're going to 9:30 today. Good.
No, seriously, you should go get it checked.
No.
You can come back by 9:30.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll have it set, and I'll get the cast after the show. At 9:30.
right.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay, so now we're going to talk sports, and John Zipperman is here, the Vice President of Marketing for the Kings. Today is the day. Playoffs upon us.
Yes.
After 5 long years. Now, John, were you even working for the Kings the last time they
No,
were in the playoffs?
I joined the organization with Lewicki. So this is our first run.
And
at
is
the
Tim in
playoffs.
St. Louis?
Tim left. Actually, Tim's on a plane in 4 minutes.
Tim's on a plane in 4 minutes.
Tim's on a plane in about 4 minutes, and I jump on board in about 3-4 hours.
Wow. Is
It's gonna be
everybody
all right.
going? Everybody, the entire organization?
We have probably about 10 people going with us. We all need, we need to chaperone Soch and Elvis.
Well, it sounds like they're having a good time. They've been all over TV there in St. Louis.
Actually, and I brought Soch a cap.
Oh, good.
I heard
so
she
you can
needed one.
so you can take it with
I
you
will
when you
bring
go.
it with me. I
All
will
right.
bring it with
Now, what are we healthy? I know Ferraro not suiting
Well,
up
with the
tonight,
exception of Steve, we're healthy.
Yeah.
Steve plays hurt though. I've been with Steve for a long time. You can count on he'll play hurt. He can't do. He's not the scoring threat that he normally is.
Right.
But with the broken foot, he'll still be able to.
He's a grinder, though.
Yeah,
I'm a grinder.
He'll
I'm
still be
a
able to.
grinder the best.
He'll still be able to contribute. It's like when Isaiah Thomas blew out his ankle in Game 6 of the 1989 NBA Finals and scored 42 points.
Yeah.
That's how Steve is.
He'll
He can
come
play
to
hurt.
play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I heard a commercial yesterday. Are there still playoff tickets available?
Can you believe it? Yes.
I'm
You're
shocked.
kidding.
Yes, there are. And that's
For
why
games 3 and 4.
for games 1 and 2. Well, you 1 and 2 in LA, 3 and 4 in the series. Yeah, there's about 1,900, between 18 and 19.
Oh man, you people.
So I am here to ask the fans to come out and support this team.
Wow.
Oh man. Hey, can we do this, John? To the first person who calls this show and tells us that they'll buy 2 King playoff tickets, we'll give them 2.
They might. Yeah, let's do it.
Can we do
Let's
it?
do it.
First person right now that calls this show and says they want to go to the Kings playoff game Monday night against St. Louis, Game 3. The house is going to be rocking. I've been trying. You and I were talking about it the other day when I was at the game with you.
Yep.
That people in Los Angeles need to understand that there is a difference between playoff hockey
Absolutely.
and regular hockey. That when a team takes the ice tonight, like in St. Louis, these fans are going to be on their feet for the Blues for 15 minutes consecutive. Not 15 seconds, 15 minutes in a row cheering. They're going to make the Kings feel as unwelcome as humanly possible in that arena.
We need to do the same to them on Monday night.
Yes, we need to return serve. And right now, 888-522-1150 or 520-1150 in Los Angeles. You buy 2 playoff tickets, we'll give you the 2 next to them. So you can take 2 people with you. And the best thing to do would be take people who have never been to a game. And we had Daryl call yesterday.
Oh, did he call in?
Who could
Great.
not say enough nice things about
And that
you.
wasn't a great game he sat through.
Right, yeah, that was the St. Louis game the last time, right?
He was shocked that an executive from the Kings came all the way up to talk. He said you explained the rules to him, that you welcomed him to the forum, and it's like you and Tim always say, one fan at a time.
Absolutely, and that's how you got to win this market over.
And so we're doing it again. Here's Joe in Burbank. Let's get Joe online. Hey, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning.
Joe, you want to go to the Kings game Monday?
Yep, I'll buy 2 to take 2.
All right,
Love to go. I've got a 4-year-old that is just a nut.
Oh, we're going to hook him for life then.
Okay.
Yep.
No, here's what I want you to do, Joe. Stay on hold. We're going to get your name and number, and John or someone from John's office will call you later today and set it up, okay?
That's great. I'd love to go. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. Hold on, Joe. And Dave, you got to wrap that all the way around. We are adjusting what we think is a broken ankle to Steve Mason.
But we need to fill this place up. There's this perception in town that the game's sold out, and it's not.
All right, well, no, we'll fix that.
Good.
All right, tickets on sale now. Now, how can you get them if you're listening to this show this morning?
Ticketmaster, 213-365-3600. Ticketmaster outlets, Great Western Forum.
And or if you're going to the Laker game this weekend, you go to the Forum box office, and we got a Laker game Friday.
Yep.
It can be a great sports weekend because you get the Lakers going Friday, you get the Lakers going Sunday, you get the Kings going Monday.
Yeah.
Now, when is Game 4?
Game 4 would be Wednesday night, 7:30.
So we'll have a night off.
We'll have a night off Wednesday night. Then we go back to St. Louis on Friday for Game 5. Back to L.A. Sunday afternoon at noon for Game 6. That's when we win it. We'll win it at home.
Right. And I went to practice the other day. And the team is pumped.
And they're loose.
Yeah.
They're loose and they're confident, and that's when this team plays well.
And once again, Sports Illustrated, who picked the Kings to finish dead last, the worst team in the NHL, has picked the Blues to eliminate the Kings quickly, which is exactly what we need because those guys are about as stupid gets.
Sports Illustrated jinx, right?
Yeah. And if you want to call in and talk hockey with us, we'll talk hockey for the rest of this segment.
Hey, John, were you surprised by anything last night with Ottawa beating New Jersey?
And Edmonton beating Colorado. Colorado
you,
has not played well in the last month and a half.
Edmonton beating Colorado. Let me get the phone numbers before I do that. If you want to talk hockey, 888-522-1150, 888-522-1150, or if you live in L.A. in the Valley, 520-1150. I think that, John, that Edmonton beating Colorado is a distinct possibility because Edmonton's young, they're fast. Edmonton played very well against us this year.
They've got great skill, great speed, and you know something, Cujo, Curtis Joseph,
is a great,
heck of a goaltender.
Used to be the goalie for the Blues.
Yep, he can play.
And I think that man, now that tonight, last night it was kind of like being on the outside looking into the candy store, and tonight the door opens and all of our fans get to go in. And as I said last week when I was at the game, no matter what happens, the King fans cannot lose heart. If we come out tonight and we win 8-1, that's only one game.
Right.
And if we lose 8-1, that's only one game. And the key is, don't let this home crowd that we have a chance to rally go away. Monday night the place has got. If you're coming, you got to lose your voice.
Absolutely.
It's one of the few nights where you absolutely have to lose your voice.
We've got Kings have great fans, and I think we're going to show it off to the rest of the world on Monday night.
I think personally that this is going to be a coming out party for Rob Blake. People that don't necessarily know about him or haven't watched him around the league, that is definitely going to be a chance for him to show off. Let's take some phone calls and start with Brian up in Dublin. Brian, are you in Dublin, like up north?
Yeah.
What are you watching on the TV?
Yeah, watch it on the tube.
Now, do you think Steve broke his foot?
The way it looks, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure it's broke.
Well, if it hurts to move,
don't move
broke.
it. Now, Brian, are you a hockey fan?
Yes, I was born and raised in St. Louis, if you mind.
No, that's okay. So you're a Blues fan.
Yes, big time.
And now, be honest. Do the Kings scare you at all, or do you think that your team has a walk?
I don't think it's going to be a walk. It'll go 6 games, but I think St. Louis's defense is just a little too strong for L.A. I mean, at the most, they got maybe 2 pure goal scorers with Robitaille and Joseph Stumple. Mm-hmm. But your goaltending is going to be a little susceptible. I mean, I think has not really been in a big game situation.
Yeah. Brian, I think the goaltending is literally going to decide the series, and here's why. Rob Blake told me the other day, John, at practice that they admit that St. Louis has better players than they do. Mm-hmm. They have better goal scorers. They have more all-stars. They have, you look at that roster that St. Louis has.
They've got a great defense. They got Duchesne. They got McGinnis. They got Pronger.
They got Pierre Turgeon.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got great players.
Yeah, Cordnall.
But, and we have a Cordnall. They have a Cordnall.
That's right.
But, Brian, I'll tell you, if the Kings can keep the score down like it was in a couple of those games last night, if this is a 2-1, 1-0 type game, that plays right into the Kings' lap. If it turns into a defensive game, Larry Robinson was hired because he knows how to play that trap and knows how to draw teams into a defensive game. And if he can draw the Blues in, that evens the scale for the Kings. If the Blues come out and score 2 goals in the first period, the Kings are in trouble.
Yeah, then we have to change our whole game plan, and that's not our style.
Well, but the one thing is, with St. Louis, their defense jumps into the play so much.
Right, but they're offensive defensemen, which is what the Kings have always done. I
was down to L.A. for both games this year, and the last game, it got a little out of hand with all the fights and the penalty minutes, but it was still a great game. And the LA fans treated us St. Louis fans very well, and we really appreciated it. And I will be down for the playoff games. And
You're going to be wearing black?
no.
Well, you know, then we are not responsible for what happens to you, Brian.
You're going to stand out like a sore
Playoffs,
thumb,
it's
Brian.
a whole
Thanks for
different
the call,
world, man.
Appreciate it. And we want to remind everybody that if you're going to the game, is this my outfit? for the
This
game?
is your outfit.
Cool.
My outfit, thank you.
And
Hey,
can we get a great ice bag?
Hey, can we
Yeah,
get a
excellent.
seriously? Can we get a black cast?
Oh, a black cast.
If you got to get a
Well,
cast.
you get a cast, I'll paint it.
Okay.
All right, now so you want everybody in the forum
Black out the blues.
Black out the
dressed
blues.
in black,
Absolutely.
right? Everybody head to toe in black. All right, and that's for Monday night's game, and you got stuff for the crew, and
That's
we're all
right.
set. All right, let's
We
squeeze
came
in
loaded.
Let's squeeze in a couple more phone calls here. Let's go to Mike in Huntington Beach. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
We're doing
Oh,
great.
fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Hey, Steve, I bet the guy in Hemet's really happy for you.
Yeah, you know
So,
what?
bro, I watched the whole thing.
What goes around comes around.
You know, I've been thinking there
Well,
are.
hang in there. It'll be all right. Hey, who's going to be goaltending for the Kings on Monday?
Well, they're going to stick with Stefan
Stefan.
Fassé unless he blows up.
Unless he blows up?
Unless he falls apart. Yeah, he'll be the goalie, and Jamie Storr's waiting in the wings if he has a bad game.
I mean, Stefan, you know, last few games he had a rough outing, but you got to remember, in the middle of the season, he carried this team.
Right.
Stefan carried this team through that winning streak, so he's the man for the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Go Kings. I'll be there Monday.
All
right,
right.
Mike.
We'll
All right,
see you
thanks a
there.
lot, guys.
And don't forget, we're doing the big show live from the Great Western Forum on the ice on Monday
Now,
morning.
you're going to need a bigger skate?
No, Steve's going to have ice on the ice.
Yeah. Ice on ice. Oh, Christ.
You know, I can't think of all the people who listen to the show that are just cheering right now.
I would like everybody to
Steve
know
has
that
been
I'm in
mean, too.
tremendous pain right now. Everybody. I am in tremendous pain.
Isaiah Thomas would play.
I'm going to finish the show.
But we're going to
I am going to finish the show. I don't care what it takes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm a closer.
John, the blackout is set. We know you got to get to the airport and catch this plane. Thank you for bringing by
We'll see you out Monday.
Thanks very much.
Bring home a couple of victories.
Yes.
We will be watching tonight.
Absolutely. We'll see you all out there Monday night, dressed in black.
All right.
Yeah. And when we come back, Ray Allen of the Milwaukee Bucks, who's the star of the new movie He Got Game. As you know, I spent yesterday at Lakers practice, and Rick Fox told me that I got to get a story out of Ray Allen. Actually, we'll play the interview I did with Rick Fox, who says you got something that you got to give up, man. We'll see. Ray Allen coming up. He's the star of the new movie He Got Game. The buzz on this movie is great. We'll talk to Ray when we come back on The Big Show and on Fox Sports West 2 and AM 1150, the Extra Sports Radio Network.
The Big Show on Fox Sports West 2 is brought to you by Carl's Jr. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
Okay.
Now, have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I seen it yesterday.
The buzz is great on it, man. Were you happy with it?
Yeah, I was. But anytime you see yourself on screen, you kind of
Critical?
Yeah, you're very critical. Not, for any premiere that I might attend, I'll just have to take excessive bathroom trips. So.
Yeah, because
Really?
there's certain scenes that it's hard for you to watch.
Now, did you have any acting background at all going into this?
Not really. I had, they asked me, when they told me or, asked me if I would do the movie and they told me I had the part, excuse me, they asked me if I would come to New York and take some acting classes. I had an acting coach and it was just one-on-one, and we did that for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Now, how did the original idea of you going into the movie start? Has acting been an ambition of yours, or did Spike come to you and say, hey, man, I'm doing a movie, or how did it all start?
Well, he came to me and asked me if I would like to audition for a movie.
At this point, you've never acted before?
Never. His idea, being behind it was the fact that the movie he was doing, Spike is a big basketball fan, and he didn't want his first basketball movie to look, strange due to the fact that you had to get an actor, and you had to kind of choreograph the scene. With us, the guys that he had that played in the NBA, we just went out there and we just played, and he didn't really have to choreograph anything.
Right.
It was like magic when we were playing.
Now, what other NBA guys auditioned for the role that you eventually got, or were you the only guy?
Well, I know there was Walter McCarty, Travis Bass, John Wallace. Those were the guys who were in it with me. All those guys auditioned for the role that I had for Jesus. And I know they asked Stephon Marbury and Garnett and Kobe and they asked Iverson to audition for it. So a lot of guys that came in with me, came in behind me, were asked to audition for the part just due to the fact that we're relatively young.
Right. Yeah, and you guys could pull off that age.
Yeah.
Because when the movie starts, Jesus is 17.
Yep.
Yeah, so, man, it's got to make you feel good. You can pull off 17, man.
No, I always get called a baby. So I try to let whatever hair on my face grow.
Right, just to get him out of it. Ray Allen, as you can see, is our guest. We're going to talk about his new movie, He Got Game, which is coming out soon. And Ray saw it yesterday, so he can tell us a little bit about that. We'll also get his impressions on the playoffs. And I'll play part of an interview I did yesterday with Rick Fox, and we'll let Ray comment on it. It's 8:22. We'll be back. Steve, we think, has a broken foot. You're watching The Big Show on Fox Sports West 2.
You drive a little, you save a lot. If you don't buy from me, you lose your money. I'm crazy. I stock them deep and sell them cheap. My price is insane. Nobody can compete with me in town. Why? Because I'm crazy Gideon. We have JVC, Hitachi, and RCA camcorder on special for $2.99. Summer special. Blowout car stereo. I got the computer for you. You need a computer? I got it. You need a computer? I got it. 830 Traction Avenue. Between 2nd and 3rd, 1 block east of Alameda. Wow!
Green burrito is neato. Green burrito packed with meato. Green burrito, good to eat-o. Green burrito, smell my feet-o. Green, green, green burrito. Green, green, green burrito. Green burrito. It's good.
First, we built a digital model of the new Dodge Intrepid. Then, to test it, a virtual world. We ran crash tests in a virtual safety lab, tuned the suspension on a twisting virtual road, refined the climate control in a virtual cabin. By the time we tested Intrepid in the real world, it was virtually perfect. The new Dodge Intrepid. We're changing everything. Again. As shown, about 25.5. Well equipped, around 20.
How do you create a stroke of genius? Think about what you really want. Oh, I like that. Color and texture can accent any room. And at the Home Depot, their paint experts can help you find the perfect colors and textures. And the advice to ensure great results. That's the beauty of the Home Depot.
And world peace. Could you please create a vast sports information source that's fast and fresh and loaded with attitude, where I could go for the latest sports dirt virtually any time, day or night? Oh, and could it be free?
Now, Fox Sports and Fox Sports West 2 bring you worldwide sports coverage plus your favorite home teams, and it's all free. Get your sports from a higher source. Fox Sports Online.
Thank you.
We now take you live via sparring camp as heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis prepares for his upcoming title defense. Lennox, how you doing?
I feel good.
So what's the pre-fight strategy?
My speed is the key.
You have to like your chances.
If I'm on my game, I'm unstoppable.
Word is that you're ducking Holyfield.
Say what? Any more questions?
And I understand that there's several basketball people in this. There's some basketball coaches and then other players. And one of the players in this is Rick Fox, who plays for the Lakers. And I was out working for Channel 9 yesterday, and I went to practice, and Ray Allen is our guest here on Fox Sports West 2. We're talking about the new movie, He Got Game. And I guess Rick's got a bit part in it, right? Mm-hmm. He's a small part in it. So I asked Rick about you, and here's what he said. Now, can Ray Allen act?
I hadn't seen it. Yeah. And but the work I've done with him was very good. He had a lot of help. Susan Batson and Spike and Denzel. You know, they worked with him for eight long weeks, and that's good. That's good.
He's coming in on the morning show tomorrow, and so I'm going to play this tape for him. So you're nice to him, but you got any stories you can give up on it? Did he cause you trouble? You as an established actor, did you have to slow down?
Ray, no, that's been like that. But Ray knows a very good story. Maybe he can tell it.
But you're not giving it up.
I can't give it up. You know, I don't know if he wants me to divulge that kind of information, but I put it this way: we had a very enjoyable time on that week we were in New Jersey.
Despite the fact you had to go to New Jersey, right?
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered where we were at. But
What is he talking about?
I get him for that one.
What is it? What's the story?
Well, I'm gonna try and tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you. The scene that I shot with him. I was on my college visit.
Okay.
You know, I was going to visit the college, and Rick was he was my host, and he was the superstar of that college, and he was showing me around, and he showed me the campus a little bit. He showed me around all the people. I met some other players, and then we're walking down this long hallway, and he opens the door, and I encountered some friends, and this is in the movie too now. So this is in the movie, and I encountered some friends in the room, and he kind of leaves me in the room, and he just leaves, and he left in the movie, and he left on the set.
Left for real, yeah.
For real.
Took
So,
off.
the whole time, we're filming the scene, where I'm in the room with these beautiful women, and people, when they watch the movie, they'll see, what goes on. But he really wanted to know what went on. And
after the cameras went
after
off.
the cameras went on.
So what went on, man?
Nothing.
Nothing
went on.
What was Spike like to work with? I mean, the thing I know him for is, all great pictures, obviously, but that he's got kind of an edge to him. He's kind of an edgy guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's just a unique individual, and in order for him to have accomplished what he has, you have to have the edge to you. You see a lot of people who have great deals going on in life. You find the edge about him. But Spike, when you get to know him, he's everybody's friend, because he can just he's on the set. The one thing that amazed me about him when I first started working with him was the fact that we would in pre-production we would be in Brooklyn at his offices, and when we went to go eat lunch, we would just leave his building and just walk down the street for about half a mile to go get something to eat. And now this is, like a whole bunch of basketball players, Denzel, Spike, and we're just walking down the street in Brooklyn. Now I'm saying to myself, if I was a fan and I drove down the street and I turned my head and I seen these guys walking, I would have ran into somebody else's car. Just trying to get a glimpse and maybe an autograph, but they never felt like they were somebody else, or like they're too big to just be on the streets. And that's a good thing about Spike, is he spends so much time, talking about basketball, talking about life. I don't think he even knows the superstardom that he has, that surrounds him, and he's, I think he's just humble and very gracious. When you were getting ready for this, and he told you were going to work with Denzel Washington, probably growing up, I'm just a huge fan of this guy. I think he's a fantastic actor. Did you have to get over that initially, that you're sitting here going, man, this is Denzel Washington? Because even though you're a pro athlete and you're in a spotlight, I mean, this guy's a megastar. Was there anything in awe that you had to get over at first? Well, I remember when I first seen him, he came walking in the building, he had a hat on, and he was just dressed very, very casually, just, street clothes, tennis shoes, and he had a hat on his head, and you could tell he was kind of doing it on the down low, where he didn't want a lot of people to recognize him. So, he recognized me, and, we shook hands. And huge basketball fan, by the way. Yes, yes. Lakers season ticket holder. So, my acting coach was telling me, you can't befriend him. You have to make sure that you, keep just a solid relationship with him. You don't joke and laugh with him, because you're going to have to hate this guy. So, we're sitting in the room auditioning, and, there's a couple of guys, Spike, casting director, Denzel, my acting coach. And, Denzel, he's over there. He's just giving us everything. He's just laughing and joking, and he's asking about basketball. And, for me, that made me feel great, because I can just sit there and just talk about what I knew, to relate to these guys. We talked about basketball, and he asked about everybody in my business, my teammates, what it was like, asked about college, asked about the script. And from that day on, it was like, my confidence around him grew, because he listened to me while I talked. And, it's important for people, you know, when you listen to somebody talk, you know, you make a person feel good about themselves.
Ray Allen is with us. He is, of course, NBA star and star of the brand new movie He Got Game, which will open next Friday. If you want to jump in on the phones, 888-522-1150, 520-1150 from Los Angeles and the Valley, star 1150 on AirTouch Cellular. And is being a director like being a coach?
Yeah, it is.
Same kind of thing?
Yeah, I think being a director is a lot harder, though. You know, because a coach, you may have, you know, football coach can be tough because you have so many guys to direct, you know, and then all the other coaches that you have to direct. But, you know, as far as basketball, you have 12 guys, trainer, manager, and, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, but you got to get these guys to win. And, you know, directing, you have to get the scenes to look magical. I mean, you have to get these actors to, you know, to make things happen while they're on the set. And they're going to do it because they're great actors, most actors. But for a director to go out there and have a great movie, the ones that, you know, get nominated for Oscars, I mean, it's a lot of hard work. After I did this movie, you know, even after the first day on the set, I had a greater appreciation for movies and
I think people
actors.
at home think actors just show up.
Yeah, they think it's just,
leave.
you know, just on the set and you say your lines and that's it. But it's, you know, it's a lot tougher.
The other thing people might not realize is that making a movie, whether you're an actor or on the crew, is extremely, extremely boring, slow work.
Yeah, and long days, too,
Yeah.
man. How long did it take you to film the movie?
It probably took about 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
Hurry
and,
up
you know,
and
he
wait.
works, yeah,
It's like set up a shot, set up a shot, set up a shot, 30 seconds, it's done, then you got to go wait and wait some more.
That's the one I learned a great deal of patience this summer because, you know, in my job, I go to work, I go to practice, and I'm there for about 2 hours, you know, altogether, especially in the middle of the season. You know, you're lifting weights, you know, you do a little practicing, film work, and shooting, and that's pretty much it during the season. So I'm home, you know, earlier in the day, as opposed to working on the set. You know, you come on the set, you know, you can't look at your watch and say, I think I'm going to get off early today. You know, you got a solid 12 hours that you know you're going to be there every day. Yeah, at least.
Hey, before we take a break, Ray Allen is our guest. There's a guy that's been on hold for a while that it says that what he wants to talk about is casts.
Casts?
Yeah, like you put on your foot.
Oh, great.
Paul in Stanton. Paul.
Hi, I called in right after. I just got over a broken ankle. I called in, and Sos wanted to come take care of me, and she thought it was real cool that I broke my ankle playing roller hockey.
Yeah, that's real cool.
I've been laid up for the last 5 to 6 weeks. I just got it off. I had a black cast on. You can get any kind of cast you want.
Oh, thank you.
You can get a pink glow
is he a doctor?
cast. You can get all
Is
kinds
there a
of...
doctor?
No, because in honor of the Kings, the LA Kings.
Oh, yeah, get an artist. Get an artist in there to get the...
Yeah, I'll come in here with a blank cast tomorrow, and we'll get an artist to come in.
Can I ask one thing real quick?
Yeah.
I've been laid up. Can I come watch the show Monday?
Yeah.
I'll get there sometime early and just come watch the show. I'm going out today to go buy Kings tickets when I heard that there's about 1,900 left.
Yeah, but I don't know. Stay on hold, Paul, and talk to Tom Bowman about the possibility of getting you in. It's not open to the public. It's only going to be open to a select group of people. So hang on.
That's fine.
Hey, Paul, hang on. Tom will pick you up, and we'll try and get you in there, okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Ray Allen is our guest. All the lines filling up for people wanting to talk to Ray. When we come back, we'll talk to him about his real job, which is a player for the Milwaukee Bucks, and get his thoughts on the NBA playoffs. Also talk about He Got Game, the new movie starring Ray and Denzel Washington. It's 8:35. This is The Big Show on the Extra Sports Radio Network.
It's Ford Spring Break 98. Remember the sun? Well, it's coming back. El Nino is on the way out, and Ford is celebrating with their very own Spring Break. Great lease deals, special incentives, or APRs as low as 1.9 on the Mustang convertible, the Red Hot ZX2, even the Windstar, and the #1 selling Explorer. It's Ford Spring Break 98 going on right now. With APRs as low as 1.9, even Ford dealers get spring fever.
The Monte Carlo in Las Vegas, with rooms from just $65. But you'd better call now.
Fox Baseball Saturday night. Rangers-Orioles tonight.
And world peace. Could you please create a vast sports information source that's fast and fresh and loaded with attitude, where I could go for the latest sports dirt virtually any time, day or night? Oh, and could it be free?
Now, Fox Sports and Fox Sports West 2 bring you worldwide sports coverage plus your favorite home teams, and it's all free. Get your sports from a higher source. Fox Sports Online.
Thank you.
Crosstown rivals play for bragging rights on Fox Sports West 2. The Trojans are sitting high in the polls, but the Bruins are out for an upset of their Pac-10 foe. USC versus UCLA, Sunday at 5 on Fox Sports West 2.
Student Sports Magazine, the best for high school sports coverage, education, and inspiration for over 12 years. This magazine covers statewide ratings, rankings, and stats, as well as team and player profiles. It also offers information to help student athletes in their everyday lives. With Student Sports Magazine, you can read about tomorrow's stars today. To order, call 1-800-888-8477 and get a free T-shirt with 1 year's subscription. Visa and MasterCard accepted.
We get busy.
Roll that videotape.
Action. Reaction.
Oh, baby.
Woo. I will be ready.
Sports satisfaction. Van Earl Wright. That's Kevin Frazier.
Fox Sports News. Prime time.
We are there. Weeknights at 8 on Fox Sports West 2.
And now, our stat of the day. The St. Louis Blues own the longest postseason streak in professional sports. 19 years they've made it professionally. And the series starts tonight. St. Louis against the Kings. You can see it today, 4:30, right here on Fox Sports West. And now it's time for our play of the day. And actually, our special guests here, the Paramedics, have arrived. Come on out here, guys. And now, what's your name?
Rick Ortiz.
Rick, hi.
How you doing?
Dennis DeGeeter. And Dennis, hi. Okay, now, we're going to actually show you in our play of the day exactly what happened. Will that help you to actually see the injury? How's it not cute yet? We just had it. It's our Carl's Jr. play of the day, and Steve thinks he may have a broken ankle. Ray Allen, who is played a lot of basketball in his life, knows a lot about ankles, thinks it could be a sprain. And you guys are obviously going to have to make that determination. Now, you won't know until you x-ray it, right?
Right, that's we got to take him to the hospital for that.
Now, what hospital will you be taking him to?
Century City.
Century City, that's pretty good.
Century City Hospital?
Yeah.
There's a hospital in Century City?
Just around the corner.
How did you guys get here? We didn't call, did we?
Well, somebody called. Somebody called 911, so we're here.
You know what? Good thing you weren't like badly bleeding because.
Okay.
Please drive
Yeah,
safely.
okay, that's how much to bring it down.
All right.
All right, so are we giving up on the play of the day, or what are we doing?
15th, 19th.
Monitors. This is actually how Steve screwed up his ankle. It happened earlier on the show this morning. He's trying to jump over a bar. He goes up, down, and...
Now watch when I get back
fine,
up.
He tries to get up and put something on it, and... Oh, there he goes. Ray Allen can't laugh right. Yeah, so there, now you know. Actual video of the accident. And Jen just gets up. While the paramedics tend to Steve, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Ray Allen. We'll talk more about He Got Game and about the NBA playoffs. You're watching Fox Sports West 2. See you in a minute. Did we call 911?
Hey, man, want to know your future? Yeah, sure. You're gonna need your burger. You're gonna like this. What? Look at that. Says you're very giving. And you're gonna meet the girl of your dreams. Really? You know what that one means? What? Get closer. It means you're gonna be hungry.
If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
Get a Chevy Malibu now and get 0.9 financing. Get a Chevy Astro now and get 0.9 financing. That's financing less than 1%. Get a full-size Chevy truck now, even 4x4s and long beds, and get 0.9 financing. The Chevrolet Spring Sales Drive is on, and you won't get a better time to see your Southern California Chevy dealer.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. Now.
The Kings quest for the cup on Fox Sports West.
Now this is serious hockey.
The playoffs are here, and the Kings are ready to make a run for Lord Stanley's Cup. But look out.
Oh, baby, I don't believe it.
The Blues are out to put an early end to LA's visit to the second season. Game 2, Saturday at 4:30 on Fox Sports West.
If you're a soccer fan, you need Fox Sports World. Live soccer coverage from the world's greatest leagues.
Ferdinand in trouble, and it's over, Mars.
Plus, up-to-the-minute international sports news and global events.
Have you ever seen better?
Time to take action. 24 hours a day. World-class soccer. World-class events. Fox Sports World. Call 1-800-FOX-WORLD or you won't get the world's best soccer coverage and more 24 hours a day.
Hey, we're back on Fox Sports West 2. Steve has screwed up the entire paramedic system in the Los Angeles County area by requiring...
Who called 911? I want the name of the person that called 911.
By requiring these two guys to come in here, and Steve has now decided he will stay for the rest of the show, which he kind of decided when this happened originally. Now, what do you guys normally do with a case like him?
Well, with a case like him, we'll ask him if he wants to go to the hospital, you know.
Right.
Saying he don't have any really serious life-threatening injuries, then we'll just take him to the hospital and they'll X-ray it.
Don't worry about that.
They'll X-ray it or, you know, see if it's broken or not.
Right, yeah, we're done. But nice having you.
Thanks, Dave. All right. Yeah, you know what? I will go to the hospital after the show's over, and I'll be okay. I don't know who called 911, but there's got to be somebody with a bigger problem than me out there right now.
Well, guys, thank you for coming by.
We're here if you need to.
Okay.
What's your advice to him about how to handle this in the meantime? Keep it ice?
Yeah, keep it ice, keep it elevated.
Keep the jumps.
Can he take one more shot at the bar?
Keep the jumps on 1 foot. Yeah, right.
As long as it's on his hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys.
Okay, one more thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you wiggle those toes?
I can wiggle them just a little.
Very good.
Is that a good sign?
That's a good
Yeah,
sign.
it's a good sign.
It's a real good sign.
It might be sprained, it might be broke. You need an X-ray for that, so
Okay.
you have to go to the hospital.
I will. Yeah, that tickles.
Yeah, that's good. You're not paralyzed.
Yes, that tickles.
That's not paralyzed.
He likes
You got.
All right, thanks guys for coming out. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you guys very much.
As you can see, Ray Allen's here.
Jesus.
The star of He Got Game.
Who called them? I'm sorry, guys. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
They're going to be the most popular paramedics.
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
this
the
side.
world's most famous paramedics.
Yeah,
there.
those guys are you guys are gonna have like 8 dates at the end of the morning.
You're going to get a job on that Rescue 911 show with William Shatner.
Fan mail.
They already asked for a tape of the show.
Hey, we're waiting to come back on radio.
What's that?
Here.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
All right. Yeah, no kidding. Coming back on radio here with Ray Allen and the star of He Got Game and of the Milwaukee Bucks. And can you tell us a very serious show, Ray? Of all the morning shows and all the shows you're going to do, this is probably the most serious.
Yeah, this is cool. You know, we're just sitting back and we're kicking it.
Yeah. Lay it low.
Sitting back and kicking it.
And really
Yeah, you kicked it. He kicked it.
I kicked it all right. It is 8:46. This is The Big Show. Steve Mason, John Ireland. It's Thursday morning. Ray Allen is with a star of He Got Game and an NBA star as well. And phone lines open at 888-522-1150, 520-1150. He Got Game, the new Spike Lee movie, which has unbelievable advanced word of mouth. Everybody has been talking about this picture. It's apparently a lot of people saying Spike Lee's best movie ever. And it opens next Friday in theaters across the country, including the movie theaters that I own, the University Village 3 theaters.
Let's do a showing.
You want to? I'd love to do a showing.
Oh, man,
yeah.
we should. We should definitely do a showing. A lot of people want to talk to Ray. Hang on the line. Every line jammed. And before we do, let me ask you about your team. Did you think start of the season you'd be playing in the playoffs right now? Or did you think you were probably a year away? You got a young team.
Yeah, we have a young team. I wasn't really going to let the season make or break us and say, well, we got to trade and make a whole bunch of decisions now because we didn't make it this year. We still had to work with each other and learn each other and play well with each other. And then somewhere along the season, we had guys that, they got injured, and that really put a damper on our break.
Terrell, you have that great backcourt with you and Terrell Brandon. Do you guys feel, it sure looks like it as a fan, that backcourt with you and Terrell can play with anybody in the NBA? Do you guys feel that way?
Definitely. We just, once we get more adapted with towards each other, it's going to make, our style a lot more exciting. I mean, it's fun out there now because if you watch Terrell, he throws the ball, he passes the ball like no other. You wouldn't even expect, the passes that he
got to be looking or you get hit in the side of the head, right?
Exactly, because he has a lot of our big men, sometimes they do get hit in the back of their head because he expects them to be looking, and, you have to just keep trying to hit them in the back of the head, just keeping them aware.
What do you think NBA playoffs start today? Who's going to be holding up the trophy at the end? I think the Bulls again. I mean, the Bulls, they have that swagger about them. They know that they're good, and they know that they're going to win. And a lot of people always, I think a long time ago somebody said, the Bulls are going to win the championship until Jordan retires for the rest of his career from here on out. And so people start believing that, and other guys start believing that. And other guys say, well, if Jordan's playing, we can't win. Who do you think's coming out of the West?
I can't. I want to say Lakers.
No, that's okay.
No, say who you really think.
We think Seattle and Utah are both playing better than the Lakers.
Yeah.
We hope the Lakers come out of it, but we don't know.
I think Utah's going to come out again.
Well, they got that home court, man.
They got home court advantage. I mean, they work so well together. I mean, when they're out there playing, they execute. They have the best offensive execution of any team in the NBA. And it's when you see the way Karl Malone passed the ball and the way Stockton he passed the ball, it's like they know exactly where everybody's going to be at any time of the game, any point of the game, on any play. And when you have chemistry like that, I mean, there's no stopping you.
When you see Utah, actually, I don't even have a question.
That's okay. How many drugs
when I see Utah.
When you see Utah, is that the toughest home court to go to and play at?
Probably Denver because the altitude's so high.
Denver?
You can't breathe.
But I mean, what about just atmosphere? I hear that the place where Utah plays is like unbelievably, loud and wild.
Yeah, they get loud, and it's like the people when they come in for one reason. They come in to cheer their team on. I mean, regardless of how the game is going. If they're winning by 20 or if they're losing by 20, they're going to cheer them on regardless. And that's what you want to play in front of all the time fans that, they live or die with what goes on the court with your team.
For that reason, we argue about this all the time. You could be a free agent if you don't re-sign with the Bucks after next year, your third year. For a lot of money, if the Clippers offered you tons of money, would you even consider it, or is that just not a place for you because they don't have a fan base?
Well, me being the businessman that I am,
right.
I have to consider it.
See, that's what I say. Steve says that they will never be able to sign guys like you just because nobody wants to come there.
Well, I just think that, once they, I heard they're building an arena downtown L.A. for the Clippers and the Lakers. I think, that's what a lot of guys see. When guys come to the Lakers and to the Clippers to play, teams in L.A., you see what the fans are like over in I forgot the place.
Sports Arena.
The Sports Arena. When they see what the fans are like, when they see, the building's old, guys saying, well...
Whole upper deck empty.
Yeah, the guys are saying, I don't want to come here. And that's, that's the thing that entices free agents, when they're ready to sign with a team. They know what the fans are like. You want to go somewhere where you'll be appreciated, where you can go and play and have fun. And, the Clippers, they take second fiddle to the Lakers. And I think a lot of guys... knowing that they don't, they want to come here, and I think you just make some changes, you get some good players in, and that's going to start.
So they're just good players and a good coach away from from a good team.
That's anybody. But see, you know what?
They're just a good arena, a good coach, and good players away from really having something.
Hey, so saying that, you can put something in over in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
They should move to Hawaii.
We got a lot of people here that have been waiting. Let's get them in here. Let's get Tyson in Lake Forest in here. Hey, good morning, Tyson. You're on the Big Show with Ray Allen. Hi.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
What's up, Tyson?
This question is for Ray. I heard that when you were filming that with Denzel, that the script read, because he got game, he can play basketball, I heard. But there's a script where he was supposed to not score on you. You guys had like a one-on-one, and then the script said that he was not supposed to score any points, but he ended up scoring like 7 points on you. Is that like real, or is that just...
Well, what happened was the scripts had me beating him 11-0, and, you know, I guess Spike assuming that, you know, since I was in the NBA that, you know, he wasn't going to score me at all. So he came out, and he was so hell-bent on scoring a basket during that game. Even, you know, that week up to the shooting that scene, he was saying to himself, well, you know, he's not going to shut me out. You know, and everybody's just banking on me shutting him out just to go by the script. You know, he doesn't have to tell us what to do. We're going to go out there and play. He wants me to shut him out. But Denzel gets the ball first, and, you know, he goes up. You know, he kind of fakes me out, and he scoops it under me, and he makes it. And I'm sitting there like, oh, my God.
Cut!
Yeah, cut. You know, cut. He's not supposed to score.
Right.
Edit that out. And so he scores that basket. And then, you know, he comes around the other side, and that day was very windy. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And he turned around, and he threw the ball up, you know, 2 or 3 times. It went off the bank, off the backboard, and just went in.
Bricks?
No.
Good shot.
Just great shots. They went in, and he was at the same time, he just, you know, he was doing laps around the thing. Just,
really?
Yeah, he was eating it
now,
up.
what will we see when the movie happens? Will we see 11-0?
You're going to see that.
You'll see?
No, you're going to see him score. He scored 5 points.
So he does score 5 points, and the script called for him to be shut out.
So and after we finished shooting that scene, he was, you know, he was gloating. Everybody on the scene just ran out.
Oh, that's great.
You know, my acting coach, she was mad. She thought I was like the sorriest individual on the earth.
It's a great question, Denzel. Thanks, man.
All right, Tyson.
Let's get Mateo and Whittier in here. Hey,
Did you
Mateo.
call him Denzel? Was that guy's name Denzel?
No.
Hello?
His name was Tyson. You called him Denzel.
Oh, did I? Apologize,
Yeah.
Tyson. Sorry.
Yeah, Denzel's calling the show.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Who's
hey,
on
Mateo,
drugs
how are
again?
you?
Pretty good. How are you guys? Good morning, everything.
Good morning.
This question is for Ray. I was just wondering, like, what, like, made you do this role? Did you, like, have some personal experience maybe that would help you out? Because this looks like it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah, well, that's true. You got recruited out of high school pretty heavily. And,
Yeah.
So did some of the things that showed up in the movie happen to you?
Pretty much. I mean, I think the movie is extreme on what takes place, but, you know, everything that is in the movie has either happened to me or another guy that's in professional sports. Because, you know, you talk about a lot of money that, you know, we have the potential of making, and people see that, and it's like they want to try and, in the beginning of your career, latch on to you so they know that they can reap the benefits in the end. So, you know, the script was a lot of things that I said in the movie, I've said in real life before.
All right. It's 8:55. We got to say goodbye to the TV audience. You want to hang around and take some more calls, or you got to go?
Can't.
You can't.
Hey, where can I get...
Get what?
Well, they cut you off at the home
Where can
base.
I get?
Yeah.
Ray, thank you very
Ray,
much,
thank
man.
you for coming
we appreciate
in.
you.
Appreciate it. Good luck with the movie.
Good luck with
All
the
right.
movie, man.
Thank you.
What would you rather win, an NBA championship or an Oscar?
Championship.
A championship? All right. And then that's what I
Hey,
hope
man,
to
how'd
get.
you score 40 points last week? Did Glenn Robinson, like, start passing all of a sudden?
Well, he's been hurt.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Hey, we'll say goodbye to everybody on Fox Sports West 2. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of video highlights from today's show. Tomorrow, we'll be back.
You've been watching the Carl's Jr. Big Show with Steve Mason and John Ireland, simulcast on the Extra Sports Radio Network. You can see the Big Show every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m., presented live on Fox Sports West 2.
Let's crunch some numbers on America's best-selling minivan, Dodge Caravan. Right now, every Caravan comes with remarkably low 1.9 financing, or up to $1,000 cash back. Or on this Caravan, subtract $750 cash back, hit total, and your price is under $17,500, making Caravan America's lowest priced minivan. And imagine what all these savings can do for your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Green burrito is neato. Green burrito packed with meato. Green burrito, good to eat-o. Green burrito, smell my feet-o. Green, green, green burrito. Green, green, green burrito. Green burrito. It's good.
Can you put on a circus in 24 hours?
You serious? Smart yellow pages?
Okay. San Francisco School of Circus Arts. We need people to teach us how to be in the circus, and we're wondering if you can bring us peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Do you have any clothing for a circus or makeup? Sure. Dog training here. Over. Do you have cotton candy and balloons?
Sure.
We did it.
The Pacific Bell Smart Yellow Pages. If you can't do it with this, maybe it can't be done.
W1 by Raymond Weil. The cutting edge in time. Time for the next generation. W1 by Raymond Weil.
18 seconds left in this tie game, and Smith wants a timeout. Here's a quick reminder for AMPM's Ultimate 4 Scratch and Score game. Buy a beverage at AMPM, and you could instantly win a trip for two to pro basketball, hockey, baseball, and football championship games. All four. Plus, there are great food prizes, and your odds of winning are 1 in 2. So get to AMPM and play right now.
I'm already here!
Come play AMPM's Ultimate 4 Scratch and Score today.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to Our Lady of the Puck, the only church where you can pray for your hockey team, be forgiven for your cross checks, and seek righteous retribution for those who have slashed against you. Let us pray for our beloved teams that they may win the Stanley Cup and catch the next Zamboni to the promised land. Please rise for our first hymn.
The playoffs move to Sunday at 3 Eastern, only on your local Fox station.
Hallelujah!
We now take you live via sparring cam as heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis prepares for his upcoming title defense. Lennox, how you doing?
I feel good.
So what's the pre-fight strategy?
My speed is the key.
You have to like your chances.
If I'm on my game, I'm unstoppable.
Word is that you're ducking Holyfield.
Say what? Any more questions?
And world peace. Could you please create a vast sports information source that's fast and fresh and loaded with attitude, where I could go for the latest sports dirt virtually any time, day or night? Oh, and could it be free?
Now, Fox Sports and Fox Sports West 2 bring you worldwide sports coverage plus your favorite home teams, and it's all free. Get your sports from a higher source. Fox Sports Online.
Thank you.
Program you're watching is a paid advertisement for TimeWorks. You can always turn here for quality products that enhance the quality of your life. Quantum Television. Choose wisely. Live well.
It was once believed that a 4-minute mile was impossible.